everyone, and welcome back to another video here on my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing another Call of Duty commentary, and for today's commentary I'm going to be doing a weapon guide on the ICR-7 assault rifle here in Call of Duty Black Ops 4. So yeah, now that I got the intro out of the way, let's actually dive right into the commentary. So guys, yes, the Black Ops 4 beta weekend 2 is now live on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, as well as PC. So in today's video I'm going to be doing the weapon guide on the ICR-7, and in this video I'm going to be talking about create a class that is really good for the ICR-7 that you unlock at a very low rank. So this is probably the best class that you can make for the ICR-7 if you're on Xbox or PC and you're not really that high of a rank and you want to have a very good assault rifle create class. So yeah, let's get started with the create class that I have for today's video. So the create class is going to be on your screen right now. So as you can see, of course I am going to be using the ICR-7. My first attachment is going to be the Reflex Sight. Now the Reflex Sight looks the exact same way as the Reflex Sight in Black Ops 3, and for the ICR-7 there isn't actually a titanium sight, so this is basically the best sight that you can get for the ICR-7, and I prefer running the Reflex Sight over the standard iron sights for the ICR. My second attachment is going to be grip, and that's just because although the recoil on this weapon is pretty low, if you put on grip it's just going to reduce that recoil, so that way it's basically non-existent for the ICR-7. And I'm also going to be running quick draw, and that's just because you want to get your iron sights as quickly as you possibly can. I'm going to be running stim shot for my gear, and then my first perk is going to be engineer. It is a really good perk in Black Ops 4. You're able to see enemy equipment throughout the entire map, and I cannot tell you how many times this perk has actually saved my life, because there's so many times where I'm running around and then there's a trip mine on the ground and then I see it, so I'm able to stop moving and I'm not getting killed by it. So that's how come I am going to be running engineer, as well as you unlock engineer at a very low rank. So yeah, second perk is going to be tactical mask, and I'm also going to be running scavenger, and that's just because I noticed that with the ICR-7 you run out of ammunition very quickly, so if you run scavenger you don't have to worry about completely running out of ammunition. So yeah, that's going to be my second perk. My last perk is going to be ghost, just so that way you're a little bit more stealthy and you're going to be staying off the radar. So yeah, now that I got the class out of the way, I'm going to be talking a little bit more in depth about how you should play with this creative class in Black Ops 4, so let's get started. So guys, the ICR-7 is the first assault rifle that you unlock in Black Ops 4, and it's one of my favorite assault rifles in the game. It's very similar to the ICR-1 from Call of Duty Black Ops 3, however, I think that the ICR-7 is a better variant of the ICR from Black Ops 3, being that the damage is a little bit higher, and if anything is actually very similar to the Modern Warfare 2 ACR, with a very consistent fire rate, a very similar recoil pattern, as well as a very similar time to kill. I noticed that with the ICR-7, if you're able to get headshots, which is very easy with this weapon, you can take out enemies extremely quickly, and the ICR-7 is a very consistent weapon in the game. In some cases, I'm actually able to count the shots that it takes to kill, and it's very consistent, and I really do like this weapon for that fact, and that's an attribute that cannot really be said too often in Black Ops 4. There are a lot of SMGs particularly that in some cases you can kill a person in a very limited amount of shots, and the other time it takes almost the entire magazine to kill a person. So talking a little bit about how you should play with this creative class in Black Ops 4. Now this creative class is the traditional assault rifle creative class in Call of Duty, being that you're going to want to play a little bit more conservatively, not rushing around the map as much, as well as taking a little bit more cover when you're using this creative class. Now this doesn't mean that you're going to have to completely camp while using this weapon. You can still run around the map, however try to stay to those medium range engagements so that way you don't get completely destroyed by SMG users at close range. However, I have noticed that if you are lucky and the player that you're playing against isn't really too good, you can still take out enemies at close range even if they're using an SMG with this weapon. So yeah guys, I hope this video helped you out, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like on today's video, as well as subscribe and turn on post notifications so that way you don't miss a new upload from me. I made another video talking about the ICR-7 last week with the Black Ops 4 beta, and I did mention a create class that I was using in that video, and it's very similar to this create class. However, between that video and now I fine-tuned it a little bit more, so that way this create class is better than the one that I mentioned in that video. So yeah, that's going to conclude today's video. I hope to see you in the next one.